We welcome you to the NWAC Game of the Week, sponsored by Washington National Guard, by Red Line Hotels, by Alaska Airlines, and by Baden Sports. Where the Cowlitz meets the mighty Columbia River sits the city of Longview, Washington, and the campus of Lower Columbia College and Michael Bus Gymnasium, where tonight the home team, LCC Red Devils, welcome the visiting Tacoma Titans in the NWAC Western Conference Women's Basketball Matchup. A very pleasant good evening, basketball fans. This is Ole Expo with the welcome. And now let's go to LCC Athletic Director Kirk Rowland with a special interview.
All right, thank you very much, Ole. Well, we're getting ready for a big league game in the Western Division, and we've got the two coaches here tonight. First, Christy Martin of the Tacoma Titans. And Christy, always tough on the road here. I know you guys are looking to have a big game today.
Well, we're hoping. We just need to take care of the things we can control and play tough defense and make sure that we're blocking on the boards and able to run and transition like we normally do, and just kind of play our game. We really haven't put together a full game yet, and we're hoping to do that today.
All right. Who do you have a good feeling with tonight for your team going to have a big game? Or who has to have a big game for you to win?
I think we all have to have a good game collectively, but I'm waiting for Braley to really step out and shine. She has had off and on games, but putting a string of 2 or 3 games together is going to be really important for her. And once she starts clicking, I think the rest of the kids will, because she's our only sophomore.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time. I'll let you get to work. All right. Now we have Chad Metters of the LCC team. And Chad, nice to be home after you guys got a road victory at Pierce. Christy's a great coach. You know they're going to be tough tonight.
Yeah, we're going to really have to compete tonight. It is good to be home at the Devil Pit, and we'll I'm really looking forward to our freshmen really just immersing themselves in basketball and settling in, and we need to play with a little bit more consistency, so I'm hoping to see that tonight.
Well, with all of your young players, you certainly look to your sophomore star, Katie Hankins, to have a big night.
Katie, we count on consistently, night in and night out, and tonight's no different. We're going to pound the ball inside and let her do some damage, and then we're going to see which of our freshmen are going to step up and give us some consistent effort and some points.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Kirk.
All right. We're excited to have the NWAC Game of the Week here, live on the internet, brought to you by the Washington National Guard. Ole, back to you.
Thank you, Kurt. And again, we welcome you to Michael Bus Gymnasium. Home opener Western Conference play tonight for the Lower Columbia College Red Devils. 9-8 overall, 1-0 in conference play, knocking off Pierce last Saturday 74-45, and the Titans 2-9 on the season, 0-1, losing a heartbreaker at Grace Harbor 62-61 last Saturday night. A good crowd on hand tonight. Is this game is the game of the week on the NWAC CoverVision telecast. And coming up next, we are going to have the national anthem and the starting lineups as announced by the public address announcer here at Michael Bus Gymnasium, Mr. Dave Andrew.
Good evening, everybody. The league season is here. The home league season starts tonight. We welcome you to Michael Bus Gymnasium here at Lower Columbia College as we welcome our visitors, the Tacoma Titans, and of course they're here to take on your Lower Columbia College Red Devils. Before we meet tonight's starters, fans, at this time, would you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. meet our starting lineups. First, our visitors from Tacoma College. Freshman from Auburn, number 1, Bobby Westendorf. Also a freshman from Kahului, Hawaii, number 12, Jordan Vega. Freshman from Kent, number 23, Kiki Gilbert. Sophomore from Puyallup, number 24, Brayley Jeffers. And in the post, a freshman from DuPont, number 33, Tia McLean. Assistant coach Arisa Wilson. The head coach of the Titans is Christy Martin.
So there are your starting lineups for the Tacoma Titans. Now here they are for the Red Devils of Lower Columbia College.
We're glad you're here. Let's make some noise for your Lower Columbia College Red Devils. Starting in the post, a sophomore from Chehalis, number 12, Catherine Hankins. Running the show at the point, a sophomore from Prague, Czech Republic, number 14, Kat Blatufa. And away in the freshman from Kath Lemon, number 24, Sam Boyce. Also away a freshman from Kodiak, Alaska. She wears number 32, Carissa Cannon. And in the post, a freshman from Nia Bay, Washington, number 42, Faye Shartra. The assistant coaches from Molly Schwegler and Darren Schwegler, the head coach of the Red Devils, Chad Metters. Your officials tonight are Stephanie Rowland, Bethany Graves, Tracy Brown.
So there are your starting lineups for tonight, as announced by the public address announcer, the voice of Michael Buss Gymnasium, Dave Andrew. Glad to have you along. NWAC Game of the Week, Red Devils of Lower Columbia College. The hometown team taking on the visiting Tacoma Titans. Red Devils wearing the white jerseys with the red trim, and the Titans from Tacoma, gray jerseys, blue numerals. Red Devils going from our right to our left. Hankins going to jump against Tia McLean. Again, Red Devils 9-8 on the season. Tacoma 2-9. Western Conference play. Other action tonight. Pierce is at Centralia. Highline is at South Puget Sound, and Grace Harbor is at Green River. And we are underway. Tap control to Brishkova. Brishkova bounce pass to Chartra. Blows the layup, and gonna have a foul. Gonna be called on Tacoma, number 1 on Bobby Westendorf. And Tacoma cannot afford to have Bobby Westendorf get in early foul trouble. Here's Samantha Boyce gonna inbound on the baseline. At the Hankins. Hankins dribble in the paint. Shot blocked. Loose ball picked up by McLean, and now they throw it away as Jordan Vega could not handle the pass from McLean. Turnover number 1. Brishkova in the Hankins, hand it back to Brishkova. Point guard out of Prague, Czechoslovakia. Out to Boyce. Back to Brishkova. Here's Cannon inside, Hankins. Hankins against McLean. Jumper, air ball, rebound by Brayley Jeffers. Here's Jeffers. Hand over to Gilbert. Vega to McLean. Clean high post, back to Vega. Top the circle. Red Devils man-to-man right here. McLean with the ball, high post, guarded by Hankins. Throws it back out front to Vega. Here's Gilbert. Picked up, and shot clock violation. Called against the Titans. Second turnover of the game here early. Full court press by the Titans. Here's Cannon. Down the Chartra. Chartra looks inside, back out front to Cannon. Chad Menders yells out simple. Krishkova gets a screen, goes to her right. Back out front to Boyce, inside Hankins, up and in, off the backboard. Just like Chad Menders drew it up. 2-0 Red Devils. Here's Gilbert to Vega. Back out for Westendorf, shot on the way, no good. Loose ball picked up. Cannon had it, knocked out of her hands. It'll be out to the Red Devils on the baseline. Red Devils shooting 39% on the season compared to 36% for Tacoma. Cannon easily breaks the press over to Chartraw. Low post pass to Hankins. Kick it out. Brishkova. 3-point shot on the way. In and out. Rebound by Vega. Here's Vega down the Westerndorf. Back out front. Vega guarded by Brishkova. Floats out top the circle. Pass left side over to Jeffers. Back to Vega. To Westerndorf. Westerndorf going to go baseline on Cannon. Kick out to Vega. 3 on the way. Back iron, that's all. Rebound by McLean. And McLean walks the basketball. Turnover to the Red Devils. Turnover number 3 here early by Tacoma. Here's Boyce. Bad pass, knocked away, stolen by Jeffers. Kick it out to Vega. Back to Gilbert, back to Vega. High post pass. Shot put up, no good by Westerndorf. Rebound pulled down by Chartraw. Here's Brishkova. In the corner to Cannon. Quick shot on the way, got it. Carissa Cannon, 5'5" freshman out of Kodiak, Alaska, hits the jumper. Cannon averaging 5 points per game on the season. It's 4-0 Red Devils. There's Jeffers. Gets a screen, goes to her right, kick it back out to Westendorf. There's Gilbert. Back to Westendorf. Dribble drive in the paint. Hook shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Chartraw, her second early board. There's Boyce. Up the floor to Hankins. Ball knocked out of bounds. Off of McLean. It'll be out to the Red Devils.
Substitution into the game for Tacoma. Welcome home, Cedra Mullock.
Cedra Mullock in for the Titans. A local from Powerhouse Woodland High School, former Beaver.
Also on the floor for the Titans, number 25, Peyton Kelly.
And Peyton Kelly, 5'7" freshman out of WF West. Former teammate of Red Devil Kate Hankins in the game for Tacoma. Here's Brishkova, setting up the double screen. Goes to her left, back to Hankins. Hankins dribble in the paint, gonna throw up the floater, got it. Katie Hankins. There's Mullock. Mullock on the dribble drive, going to be fouled, and Mullock will go to the line with 2 shots. Cedra Mullock, 5'5" freshman out of Woodland, averaging 4 points per game, shooting 50% from the line. Played for Glenn Flanagan, nearby Woodland. Free throw on the way, up and good. Finally, Titans on the board. McLean quickly back in the lineup for Tacoma. Second free throw up and good. 6-2 Red Devils. Here's Brishkova. Long distance pass, Hankins takes it in, kicks out to Chartraw. 3 on the way, in and out, rebound Hankins. Hankins off the glass, up and in. 6 quick points here for Katie Hankins. Here's Kelly with the ball. Kelly pass knocked away by Chartraw, stolen by Boyce. Here comes Boyce, across the half-court stripe. She'll hold up, wait for the rest of her white jerseys. Pass inside to Hankins, turns, looks. Kick it out to Brishkova, dribble drive in the paint, to the rack, lays it up, got it. Timeout. Misty Martin of the Titans says she has seen more than enough. So 5:41 here, and just like that, left in the first quarter, it is a 10-2 Red Devil lead. Once again, I want to welcome everybody to our NWAC Game of the Week by Dover Vision, sponsored by the Washington National Guard, by Red Lion Hotels, by Alaska Airlines, and by Baden Sports. Again, in Western Conference play tonight, Pierce is at Centralia Highline is at South Puget Sound, and Grace Harbor is at Green River. So Katie Hankins, who averages 16 a game, already off to a great start with 8 points. Katie had a high of 27 this year. Here's Westendorf, guarded by Cannon. Pass near side, knocked out of bounds by Hankins. I'll tell you what, I have not seen Chad Manners or his basketball team this fired up all year. Here's Westendorf. Inbound to Mullock. Give it up to Jeffers. Jeffers dribbles down in the paint. Kick it out to Vega. Vega dribble drive, gonna lay it up. Too hard, no good. Rebound by Hankins. Outlet to Brishkova. Brishkova gonna float back out between the circles. Pass down the corner to Boys. Inside, Hankins. Hankins looks. Chartra, wide open three. Look out. Back iron doesn't go. And Jeffers gets the long rebound. But no, couldn't save it. Double tap. She was standing out of bounds. It'll be out to the Red Devils. Nissier Saliba, along with Bailey Hockett, in for the Red Devils. Saliba out of Heritage High School nearby Vancouver. Gets the ball into Brishkova. To Chartra. Chartra. Lazy pass knocked away by Mollick, stolen by Mollick. Give the ball to Vega. Vega, near side pass to Kelly. Kelly puts the ball in the wood. And tried to kick the ball back out to Jeffers, out of bounds, out to the Red Devils. So the Titans, that's 5 turnovers already on Tacoma. Titans coming off a tough 62-61 loss at Grace Harbor last Saturday. Here's Chartra back out front to Brishkova. Brishkova dribbles with the right hand, left hand into the paint. Ball knocked away, picked up by Chartra. Shot no good. Rebound by McLean. Here's Jeffers to Vega. Vega lays it up off the board and in. Jordan Vega, 5'6" freshman out of Maui High School in Hawaii with the bucket. 10-4, Red Devils. Pass inside Hankins, low block. Goes baseline, out to Chartra. 3-point shot on the way, down it goes. Hey, Chartra nails the three. 13-4 Red Devils. Biggest lead of the game of 9. Here's Jeffers. Inside, Westendorf. Out to Mollick. Take that Vega to Mollick. Mollick between the circles. Devils go 2-3 zone right here. Vega in the corner, shot on the way, back iron, doesn't go. Rebound by Mollick inside. No, it's Westendorf. Throws it back out front to Mollick. Jeffers, right side of the arc, down to Vega. Back out front, Mollick. Pass inside to Jeffers, lays it up, missed the layup. Rebound by Hockett. Here's Bailey Hockett, freshman out of Tudor Lake. Over to Brishkova. Tacoma man-to-man right here. Brishkova sizing up Jeffers. To Hockett. Hockett, dribble drive, baseline, lays it up, and whistle foul called. And that's going to be the second personal foul on Bobby Westendorf. So at the line will be Bailey Hockett. Hockett, 5'9" freshman out of Tudor Lake. Hockett shooting 61% from the line on the season, averaging 5 points a game. First free throw on the way, up and good by Hockett. Substitution for the Red Devils, number 20, Lele Roy, back in for the Tigers. Bailey, one of the better three-point shooters. Bailey on the season, 9 of 21 from the three-point stripe, shooting 43%. Had a high game this year of 18. Second free throw is good. 15-4, Red Devils by 11. There's Jeffers. Sophomore out of Puyallup. And there's a foul going to be called on Bailey Hockett. And no, they're going to call it the other way. Fouls on Jeffers. A legal pick. So Red Devils getting a lot of calls right here. Here's Hockett. Dribbles down, kick it out. Roy with the shot. Iron, that's all. Loose ball picked up by Brishkova. Brishkova kicks it back out. Saleva for three. In and out. Rebound by Malik. There's Malik. Kick it out to Kelly. Kelly, pass knocked away, picked up by Malik. Now loose ball picked up by Saleva. Saleva. Floater on the way, no good. Rebound by Westendorf. Westendorf. Back out front to Jeffers. Devils 2-3 zone. There's Kelly down the Gilbert on the baseline, guarded by Brishkova. Cross country pass, Malik. Shot on the way, iron no good by Kelly. Rebound by Brishkova. Brishkova going to take it all the way to the rack. Passes over to Hankins. Hankins to Saleva. 3-point shot on the way. Iron, that's all. Rebound inside by Jeffers. Here come the Titans. They got numbers 4-on-3. Jeffers kick it out to Kelly. Back to Jeffers. 3-point shot on the way. Iron. Rebound by Saleva. Messier Saleva going to hold things up. Sophomore out of Heritage High School in Vancouver. Chad Menders yelling out simple. Now Chad Menders going to ask for a timeout right here. 54 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Red Devils up 15-4. And so far the Katie Hankins show for the Red Devils. 5'11" sophomore out of WF Weston Chehalis has 8 points. And Titans really having issues with turnovers, and they're missing some layups as well. Taking a look at the standings in the Western Division. Centralia, Grace Harbor, Lower Columbia, and Green River all won their conference openers last week. Centralia at 10-6, Grace Harbor at 7-6, Lower Columbia at 9-8, and Green River at 6-8. Green River will be here next Saturday to take on the Red Devils right here at Michael Buzz Gymnasium. Here's Hockett in the Boyce. Boyce, back to Hockett. Over to Roy. Roy to Boyce. Boyce. Stop, pops the jumper. Got it. Samantha Boyce. Boyce, freshman out of Waikiakum High School in Cathlamet, hits the jumper. 17-4, all Red Devils. Vega shot on the way. That's an air ball. Rebound by Chartraw. Third rebound for the freshman out of Nia Bay. Here's Saleva. Hand over to Boyce. Boyce, bounce pass. Roy. Low post pass. Nice no-look pass to Chartraw. Chartraw lays it up and in. 5 points for Chartraw. Nice, real nice no-look pass there by Roy. Bad pass in the back court. And Malik picks it up for the over and back. 3.5 seconds left here, so the Red Devils going to get a last shot right here. Boyce will inbound on the baseline. Shot from Saleva. It's good! Why not? Nisei Saleva puts it down. How about it? 22-4 after one in favor of the Red Devils. And all season long, the Red Devils have either been really, really good or kind of lukewarm. And tonight they have been everything but red hot, as you see the replay shot right there of Nisei Saleva. Look at the rest of the standings in the Western Conference. Puget Sound, Highline, Tacoma, and Pierce all losing their opening conference games last Saturday night. Puget Sound in 9-6 on the season. Highline 4-11, Tacoma 2-9, Pierce 2-11. And again, tonight's schedule, Pierce is at Centralia, Highline at South Puget Sound, Grace Harbor at Green River. And then next Saturday, South Puget Sound will be at Pierce, Green River at Lower Columbia College, Highline at Grace Harbor, and Centralia at Tacoma. I want to congratulate Savannah Hewley, sophomore out of Blue Mountain Community College. She is the NWAC Female Player of the Week. Savannah, 5th in scoring in the NWAC, 22 points per game, 6th in rebound, and 2nd in assist. So congratulations, Savannah. Here's Tacoma with the ball, beginning the second period of play. Kelly, left side of the arc. Devils playing a 2-3 zone right here. Cross-country pass over to Vega. High post pass knocked away by Turner, stolen by Hockett. Here's Bailey Hockett, crossover in the paint. Kick it out to Turner. To Boyce, back to Turner. To Boyce, swinging over to Hockett. Back out front to Boyce. Boyce dribble drive in the paint. Stop, pop, jumper off right there, no good. Rebound by Westendorf. Westendorf cut off by Boyce. Give it up to Parker. Back out front to Vega. Inside Westendorf. Hook shot on the way, off the glass and in. That's the first bucket for Westendorf, who averages 14 a game. Here's Hockett. Kick it out to Boyce. Inside low post to Chartraw. Chartraw swings it back out. Nice pass. Turner, shot no good, off the side of the backboard. Kick it out to Westendorf, and Westendorf travels with the basketball. Another turnover on Tacoma. Hankins and Brishkova replaces Hockett and Chartraw. Here's Ke'ahi Lele Roy, 5'6" freshman out of Hawaii. Guarded by Vega. Roy, kick it out to Boyce. 3-point shot on the way. Down it goes. Samantha Boyce hits the three. How about it? There's a timeout on the floor. Once again, Christy Martin, head coach of the Titans, asked for a timeout. 25-6 Red Devils. 8:24 left here in this second period of play. And Samantha Boyce, the former Waikiakum Mule, nails a three. Samantha also a standout catcher for the Lower Columbia College Red Devil fast pitch team. Chad Mitters loves recruiting out of that tough 2B Central League. Once again, the NWAC Game of the Week brought to you by the Washington National Guard, by Red Lion Hotels, by Alaska Airlines, and by Baden Sports. Just took a little trip, my wife and I, on Alaska Airlines down to Dallas, Texas for the Huskies bowl win over Southern Mississippi. Had a great time in Dallas despite the 8 tornadoes that went by our team motel at the Hyatt Regency. So here we come out of the timeout. Red Devils leading 25-6, 8:24 left here in the first half. Gilbert to inbound. Out front to Mullock. Mullock guarded by Turner. Red Devils man-to-man right here. Cross-country pass, far side over to Vega. Floats back out. Give to Westendorf. To Mullock. Mullock between the circles. Drives to the right hand, lost the ball, stolen by Hankins. Hankins up to Boyce. Boyce left side of the lane. Gonna lay it up. Got it. Samantha Boyce. 5 points for the freshman out of Waikiakum. 27-6. Who would have thought this? Here's Mullock. Top this circle. Westendorf over to Vega. Vega, kick it out to Gilbert. Gonna go baseline on Roy. Off the window, got it. Kiki Gilbert, 5'7" freshman out of Kittredge. Former Charger, laid it off the glass and in. Here's Roy. Left side of the arc. Kick it out. Here's Turner, dribble drive. Kick it up, Brishkova, wide open three on the way. Iron, that's all. Rebound by Mullick. Mullick across the half-court stripe. Over to Kelly. Kelly puts it on the wood. Kick it out, long distance three by Vega. Back Iron, does it go? Rebound by Brishkova. Brishkova up to Roy. Roy gonna lay it up, and it was blocked out of bounds by Vega. Carissa Cannon back in for the Red Devils, replacing Roy. And Bailey Jeffers back in the lineup for Tacoma. Also for Tacoma, Tia McLean. Samantha Boyce will inbound for the Red Devils. Boyce looking out front to Hankins. Dribbles down in the paint. Jump shot blocked by McLean, picked up by Jeffers. Bailey Jeffers across the half-court stripe. Kick it out to Mullick. In the corner to Vega. Vega getting a little baseline, up cut off by Brishkova. Back out front to Mullick. Here's Vega. Covered by Brishkova. Over to Kelly. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Vega. Dribble drive, lays it up, and blocked out of bounds by Brishkova. Be out of bounds on the baseline to the Titans. Here's Kelly. It's McLean in the paint. Turnaround jumper over Hankins. Short, no good. Rebound by Turner. Here's Lexi Turner. Nice pass to Hankins. Hankins off the window. Does it go? Rebound by McLean. Good pass by Turner. Hankins just missed it. Ball out of bounds. Be out to the Titans. 6:10 remaining here in this first half. It is all Red Devils. They lead the Titans 27-8. Here's Cedra Mullick. Mullick dribbles near side. Kicks it out to Vega. Vega out front to Jeffers, swing around to Kelly. Kelly to Vega, three-point shot on the way. Barely hits the front of the rim, rebound by Brishkova. Devils doing a great job on the boards. Long distance pass for Cannon. Cannon dribbles it out to Hankins, now back out front to Brishkova. Here's Brishkova to Cannon. Three-point shot on the way. Down it goes! Carissa Cannon, how about it? Nails the three-pointer. Cannon, the freshman out of Kodiak, Alaska. Chad Metters recruits worldwide. Prague, Czechoslovakia, Alaska, Hawaii, Nia Bay, to the lake, near and far. Pass knocked out of bounds off of Cannon. They Chartraw back to the lineup. Going to replace Katie Hankins. Peyton Kelly to inbound. Gilbert and Westendorf back in for the Titans. Here's Westendorf. Gets it to Kelly, misses the layup. It's been like that the whole first half for the Titans. Rebound by Cannon. Give it up to Brishkova. Here's Boyce. Boyce dribble drive to the rack. Lays it up and in. How about Samantha Boyce? 7 points on the night for the freshman out of Waikiakum. Here's Kelly to McLean. Jumper on the way. Barely hits the front of the rim. Rebound by Turner. Turner across the half-court stripe. Give it up to Cannon, right side of the perimeter. Back to Turner. It's a screen from Chartraw. Looks inside. Pass to Chartraw. Takes it to the rack, lays it up. Too hard, no good. Rebound by Westendorf. Westendorf. Kick it out to Mullick. Back to Westendorf. Three-point shot on the way. Iron rebound. Nice rebound by Cannon again. Nice block out. Here's Cannon across the half-court stripe. Cannon dribbles it in, lays it up, got it! Carissa Cannon, coast to coast. And again, Christy Martin not liking what she sees from her defense at all. Nobody stopping the ball right there. 3:51 remaining, as you see right here on the replay. Carissa Cannon out of Kodiak, Alaska, lays it up and in. I was all excited when I saw Carissa was coming down from Kodiak. I expected some fishing trips with her. Can you believe Carissa does not go fishing? Says her dad does, but she doesn't. All she did up in Alaska was play hoops. So 3:51 left here in the first half, and it is all Red Devils, 34-8. Once again, you are watching the NWAC Game of the Week by Topher Vision, sponsored by the Washington National Guard, by Red Line Hotels, by Alaska Airlines, and by Baden Sports. Devils' next league game is this Saturday night. It's the Green River Gators come to Michael Buss Gymnasium. Women's game is at 5 and the men's game at 7 o'clock. Green River got the big upset win at home against Michael Moore's South Puget Sound Clippers last Saturday. That was a little bit of a surprise. Here comes Tacoma out of the Titan timeout. Westendorf back out front to Mullock. Devils going to a zone right here. Here's Gilbert. Cross-country pass, stolen by Brishkova. Now Brishkova had the ball knocked away, but no, Kelly couldn't hang on to it. The out bounce to the Red Devils. Jordan Vega in the lineup for the Tides, replacing Gilbert. Gilbert going to be taken out by Christy Martin after that cross-court pass right there. Here's Cannon. Back out for Chartros, swing around to Brishkova. Brishkova goes baseline. Shot put up, got it. Kat Brishkova plays it up off the glass. 4-2. 36-8 Red Devils. 3:05 left first half. Here's Kelly. Back out front to Mullock. Devils 2-3 zone. Kelly with the ball, back to Mullock. Over to Vega. High post pass. Westendorfer's shot was checked by Cannon. Loose ball. Westendorf throws it up and she's fouled. And Bobby Westendorf will be going to the line. Westendorf, 5'10 freshman, former Kent Ridge Charger. Westendorf averaging 14 points per game on the season, 10 rebounds per game, shooting 66% from the line. Free throw number 1, rattles in. Nissier Saliva checking in for the Devils, replacing Turner. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Loose ball picked up by McLean. Give it back to Westendorf. Westendorf, ball deflected out of bounds. Will be out to Tacoma on the baseline. 2:43 remaining, first half. Red Devils on top, 36-9. Kelly the inbound. Westendorf wide open three. Back iron doesn't go. Rebound inside, Kelly. Shot on the way, Vega, no good. Rebound by Chartraw. Give it up to Brishkova. Brishkova, top the circle. Now drifts the ball back out. Give it up to Cannon. Cannon down to Saliva. Three-point shot on the way. Nissier Saliva. Her second three-point shot of the game. 39-30 Red Devils. Talk about red hot. Westendorf shot on the way. Iron Knights all, rebound by Saliva. Fouled from behind by Westendorf. My goodness. That's the third personal on Westendorf. Bailey Hawken back into the game for the Red Devils. 30-point lead for the Red Devils. Unbelievable. Here's Brishkova to Hockett. Saliva back out front to Brishkova. To Hockett. Three on the way. Got it, Bailey Hockett. Why not? Freshman out to the lake hits the three. Here's Jeffers. The Vega baseline, and she's fouled. Katie Hankins thought she had all ball. She might have too. So here's Jordan Vega, 5'6" freshman out of Maui High School in Hawaii. Jordan averaging 9 points a game, shooting 33% from the line. Free throw up and good. 3 points on the night for Vega. Sam Boyce into the game along with Mariah Villanueva, replacing Hankins and Carissa Cannon. Vega's second shot on the way back. Iron doesn't go. Rebound by McLean. Yeah, whistle. Foul's going to be called on the Red Devils. Going to be called on Villanueva. Peyton Kelly will inbound on the baseline. Out front, swing around. Vega, 3-point shot. Down it goes. 6 points on the night for Jordan Vega, the freshman out of Maui High School. Here's Hockett, across the half-court stripe, being chased down, trying to be trapped. Give it to Villanueva. Here's Kova, back to Hockett. Low post pass, Boyce to Hockett. 3 on the way, down it goes. Bailey Hockett, her second 3 of the game. It is raining threes here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. Here's McLean. And shot foul's going to be called on Brishkova. So here's Tia McLean, 6'1" freshman out of Clover Park High School. Averages 5 points a game, shoots 33% from the line. High arcing shot is good. 45-14 Red Devils. Second shot also perfect. 1 minute remaining, first half of play. There's Nueva shot on the way from the rim, no good. Rebound by Mullock. Mullock up to Vega. Low post McLean, turnaround chipper, no good. Rebound by Brishkova. Brishkova across the timeline. Over to Villanueva. Villanueva looks inside, bounce past the Boyce. Turnaround jumper, back iron, and gets it in. How about Sam Boyce getting it done? 9 points on the night for the freshman from Waikiakum. Here's Mullock, top the circle. 15 on the clock. High post pass, McLean turns, looks. Back to Mullock, 3-point shot on the way, got it. Cedra Mullock hits the 3. Here's Brishkova at the buzzer. Last, that's all. After 1 half of play, it is all Red Devils. Lower Columbia College Red Devils 47, Titans of Tacoma 18. Again, you're listening to NWAC Basketball, sponsored by Washington National Guard, Red Lion Hotels, Alaska Airlines, and Bad Sports. Take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll give you our first half stats.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
It is all Red Devils, and right now we are going to go to a special interview with Athletic Director Kirk Rowland. Kirk, go ahead and take it away.
All right, Ole, thank you very much. We're at halftime where Lower Columbia leads Tacoma 47-18 on the NWAC Game of the Week, brought to you by the Washington National Guard. We've got the executive director of the NWAC with us, Marco Azurdia. And Marco, league play starting up, exciting times.
Absolutely. It's great when you get into the season where you have the rivalries, the competition, and I think this is what really makes it special is these games now really count for the opportunity to go to the tournament.
I think it's great that you guys are doing video games of the week now on your website, and of course that all happens because of sponsors like the Washington National Guard and Baden Sports and the Red Lion Hotels and Alaska Airlines, and sponsors are big to make it all happen, aren't they?
Absolutely. You know, we couldn't do it without them, and as you mentioned, the Washington National Guard, they've been great to us. Baden for years, Red Lion, and Alaska Airlines. So we appreciate that they want to partner with us and try to create these experiences that are great for our student athletes.
Well, Marco, the big talk this year is the big change, and that's the new format for the championship tournament. And I know it's exciting. There's still going to be 16 teams that make the postseason, but now it's going to be a regional format, and that's certainly going to be exciting for a lot of campuses to bring the playoffs home.
Absolutely. We thought it would be nice to have regional playoffs so that the local communities who are hosting those get the opportunity to see some quality basketball. And yeah, it's a big change to go from 32 teams at the tournament to basically 16, 8 men and 8 women. But we feel that it gives our students a better atmosphere for those first round games when they're on a campus where we have a built-in crowd, and we're excited to see what this does for us, and we're always open to make things better.
Well, and then you go to the Elite Eight in Everett this year, and that's going to be exciting. The folks over in the Tri-Cities did such a good job over the years hosting that, so it's going to be a tough act to follow for the Everett folks.
Absolutely. We were talking today in our staff meeting that it got to run like clockwork over there, even though it was so big and so vast, and really to the success and to the volunteers and everybody in the Tri-Cities, and that going through this experience at Everett, it's funny, it's going to be a little bit smaller, but there's a lot of work to be done. And so we're excited to partner with the Snohomish Sports Commission and Everett Community College, and looking for a great opportunity.
All right. Well, except for the tournament going on, I know a lot of people are talking about the new format, but what's on your mind through the office of the NWAC right now as you try to continue to develop the conference and make it grow?
Well, we're always looking to see how we can make things better. I think this is a start in terms of our games of the week, trying to get our brand, trying to get all the schools on board in terms of our expectations of what type of atmosphere and what type of event we want to put on for student athletes. We're always looking at different situations as they pertain to the finances of the conference, as well as tuition for our students, because our students don't come to school for free to play sports. They've got to pay their way. There is some money available to students, but those type of things we're always looking at, and our conference continues to grow. More teams are going to be coming in other sports next year, and so we're always looking forward to what lies ahead, and it's just hard work, but for student athletes, it's worth it.
All right. Well, hey, thanks to your staff for putting it all together. We appreciate you being here tonight in Longview, and hey, we'll get a chance to talk to you again at halftime of the men's game coming up. Thanks, Marco.
Thanks, Kurt.
All right. Marco Azurdia, the executive director of the NWAC here tonight, where we're at halftime. It's the Lower Columbia women 47, the Tacoma women 18. Back over to Ole Archibald.
Thank you, Kurt. We welcome you back here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. Halftime score, it is all Red Devils 47-18. And when you see a score like that, you think the stats would be one-sided as well? Well, you would guess right. Taking a look at the stats from that first half, shooting-wise for Tacoma, 5 of 27 from the field for just 18%. Red Devils a blazing 19 of 38 for 50%. Three-point stripe. The Titans almost shooting better from the three-point stripe from the two-point stripe. They were 2 of 12 for 16%. And again, the Red Devils just red hot, 7 of 15 for 46%. From the line, Titans 6 of 8 for 75%. And the Red Devils 2 of 2, perfect 100%. Turnovers, Titans 12. And how about this? Only 2 turnovers for the Red Devils. Rebounding, that's one stat that was pretty even. Titans with 21 rebounds. Red Devils with 22. Of course, when you're making a lot of shots, there aren't too many rebounds to grab. Take a look at the individual scoring and rebounding. For Tacoma, Bobby Westendorf, 3 points, 6 rebounds. Jordan Vega, 6 points, 1 board. Kiki Gilbert, 2 points and a board. Bailey Jeffers did not score, had 3 rebounds. Peyton Kelly did not score, had 1 rebound. Cedra Mullick, 5 points and 3 rebounds for the former Woodland Beaver. Tia McLean, 2 points, 5 rebounds. For the Lower Columbia College Red Devils, Nessier Saliva, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Katie Hankins, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Katerina Brishkova, 4 points, 5 boards. Samantha Boyce leading the way with 11 points and a board. Bailey Hockett, 8 points, 1 rebound. Lexi Turner did not score but had 2 boards. Carissa Cannon with 7 points, 2 rebounds. And Faye Chartraw, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Red Devils led 22-4 after the first quarter, and they lead here now 47-18. Without question, the best half of play all year by the Red Devils, and at times this year, they played really, really well. They had a really tough schedule, playing the likes of Columbia Basin, Umpqua, Skagit Valley, Spokane, Clackamas, North Idaho, with Lethbridge University from Alberta. And so they had a very tough non-league schedule. And again, they played well at times and so-so other times. But I haven't seen a performance like this at home since I remember back my first game here about 6 years ago, where they beat a Peninsula Pirate team like 104-40. And that was a situation where Peninsula, talent-wise, was just simply outmanned. And Red Devils really taking it again to the Tacoma Titans tonight here, 47-18. And again, other games taking place tonight in the Western Conference. Pierce is at Centralia, Highline at South Puget Sound, and Grace Harbor at Green River. Taking a look at the Alaska Airlines Women's Basketball Coaches Poll. Ranked number 1 is Lane at 14-0, Umpqua 14-2. Number 3 is Wenatchee Valley 12-3. Number 4 is Bellevue at 10-3. Number 5, the defending NWAC champions, Peninsula Pirates at 9-4. Number 6 is Walla Walla at 11-2. Number 7 is Spokane at 11-4. Number 8, Clackamas at 11-4. And then also receiving votes are Columbia Basin, Skagit, Centralia, Lower Columbia, and Treasure Valley. The 2016 Lower Columbia College Athletic Hall of Fame night is coming up Saturday, January 30th. And for the first time, we will hold the event right here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. 6 Red Devil greats will be inducted, including basketball and baseball star Terry Jones, longtime supporter and tennis player Jim Baker, volleyball and basketball star Michelle DeFries Murray, LC and Gonzaga great basketball player Bill Dunlap, dominating softball pitcher Danny Bizzle Anderson, and the man who coached the Devil softball team to 10 championships, Tim Mackett. It's going to be a fun night as we honor the past while raising student-athlete scholarships for our future. You can buy your ticket at the LCC bookstore or reserve a ticket or table by calling 442-2112. You can also reserve by email at events@lowercolumbia.edu. And for the 11th straight year, the Seattle Mariners Caravan is coming to LCC campus. The free autograph session will be January 22nd, right here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. Scheduled guests are newly acquired pitcher Nathan Carnes, who had a big season with Tampa Bay last year. Relief pitcher Tony Sick. The voice of the Mariners, Rick Riz, and of course, the Mariner Moose. The event is free and runs from 4:15 to 5:45 right here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. A week from Friday, that's the Seattle Mariners Caravan right here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. Once again, you are watching the NWAC Game of the Week, sponsored by the Washington National Guard, Redline Hotels, Alaska Airlines, and Bowden Sports. Take a quick 1-minute timeout, and we'll be right back here at Michael Buss Gymnasium.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
And we welcome you back to Michael Buss Gymnasium. Ole Archibald with a welcome, where it is all Red Devils. LCC leading Tacoma 47-18. Red Devils averaging 66 points per game on the season, giving up 62. Tacoma averaging 61 points a game, giving up 69. And so right now the Red Devils, of course, well on their way to hitting their average of 66 points with 47 here in this first half of play. And again, the Red Devils return home this Saturday to take on the Green River Gators. Bob Kickner, the head coach of Green River, also the athletic director of the Gators. Remember when Coach Kickner was the head coach of Seattle Christian Class 1A high school team, won a state championship, led by McDonald's High School All-American Katie Collier, who now plays for the University of Washington. So it'll be great to see Bob and his Gators coming up to Michael Buss next Saturday. Gators getting a win, upset win at home in their opener Saturday against the South Puget Sound Clippers. And stay tuned, of course, after the ladies are done here, it'll be men's action. Jimmy Roffler's Red Devils taking on the Tacoma Titans, and Kurt Rowland will have the live play-by-play. There we go. Red Devils will inbound, begin the second half of play. Red Devils going from our left to our right, leading 47-18. Here's Brishkova. Looks inside Chartraw, puts a move on, puts a shot up, knocked out of bounds. The out to the Red Devils. Chartraw had 5 points. 4 rebounds that first half. Here's Hankins, step back, jumper, front of the iron, does it go? Rebound by McLean. Get out to Jeffers. Over to Westendorf, back out front to Jeffers. Devils go man-to-man. Westendorf looks inside, hits McLean. Turnaround jumper on Chartraw, foul will be called on Chartraw. Fay had the hand down low around the waist. And Tia McLean, a 6'1" freshman out of Clover Park, will be at the line.
First team foul. Tia McLean, 2 shots.
2 points on the night for McLean. First free throw up and good. 3 of 3 from the line.
Substitution for the Titans.
Cedra Mullock quickly into the game for Tacoma, replacing Westendorf. Second free throw up and good by McLean. Here Brishkova gets a screen from Chartraw, back to Hankins. Hankins inside Chartraw, over to Boyce. It's Brishkova, wants a screen, gets it, it goes to her left instead, lays it up, off the rim, no good, rebound by the Titans. Vega with the ball, hands it over to Jeffers. Back to Vega, between the circles. Dribble drive in the paint, lays it up, got it, Jordan Vega. Lays it up and in. 8 points on the night for Vega. Here's Brishkova. Inside to Chartraw, nice pass inside Hankins, up and in. Katie Hankins lays it up and in. 8 points on the night for Hankins. Nice assist right there by Faye Chartraw. Pass stolen by Brishkova. 2-on-1. Lays it up. Too short, no good. Rebound by Malik. Malik up the Vega. Dribble drive in the paint. Shot blocked by Chartraw. They call it jump ball. Good defense like there by Faye Chartraw, the freshman out of Nia Bay. Jeffers on the baseline. There's Malik, gonna go baseline. Offensive foul. Called on Jeffers. Nice defense right there by Sam Boyce. 49-22, 8:03 left here, third quarter. Here's Brishkova. Threw it up to Cannon. Cannon inside Chartraw. Chartraw. Spin move off the window and in. 7 points on the night for the freshman out of Nia Bay, Faye Chartraw. Here's Vega, top the circle. High post pass, McLean dribbles down and whistle. Foul right there on Chartraw.
Double foul, Faye Chartraw. Third foul.
Third personal on Chartraw. And Tia McLean will be at the line.
2 shots.
4 points on the night for the 6'1" freshman out of Clover Park. Boy, she has the highest arcing shot I have ever seen. Misses the first one as it rolls out. And it's going to be a lane violation against Tacoma. Be out to the Red Devils. Here's Brishkova, get it into Cannon. Tacoma trying to trap. Brishkova with the ball, top the circle. Cannon near side, down the boys. Kick it out to Cannon, swinging over to Brishkova. Inside Hankins, Hankins. Kicks it out to Boyce. The Chartraw three, down it goes. Big Chartraw hits another three. 10 points on the night for Faye Chartraw. Here's Vega with a three. 11 points on the night for Jordan Vega. Here's Boyce out front, Cannon to Brishkova. Goes baseline. Ball knocked out of her hands off of Jeffers. Will be out to the Red Devils. Samantha Boyce to inbound. Boyce looking inside Hankins. Hankins kicks it out to Cannon. 3-point shot. Carissa Cannon shot. Iron, that's all. Rebound by Gilbert. Gilbert going to take it coast to coast. No, gives out to Jeffers. Jeffers back out front. McLean kicks it off over to Jeffers. To Vega. Vega drifts back out front. Guarded by Brishkova. High post, Gilbert. Back to Vega, wide open three, look out, got it. Vega is hot. That's 8 points just in this third period. 14 on the night for Vega. Here's Hankins, turnaround jumper, air ball, rebound by Vega. Vega flying down the far sideline. Pass inside Jeffers, and gonna be off of Chartra. Boy, Faye's lucky she didn't get number 4 right there. That was a big collision. And Hockett's going to come in for Chartra. And Keahi Lele Roy also in the lineup for the Red Devils. Jeffers will inbound on the baseline for the Titans. Kick it out to Vega. Back to Jeffers. Going to go baseline on Boyce and stepped on the inline. Out to the Red Devils. Once again, really nice defense right there by Samantha Boyce. Samantha has had her best game of the year, and she's played well all season. Here's Brishkova. Crossover dribble. And holding call is going to be called on Bailey Jeffers.
Bailey Jeffers, third foul.
Third personal on Jeffers. Boyce the inbound. Out front, Brishkova. To Boyce. Kick it out. Dribble drive, stop, pop, shot up and in by Carissa Cannon. 9 points on the night for Cannon. There's Jeffers. Pass near side, Mullock. Guarded by Roy, gets a screen, goes to her right. Gives it up to Jeffers. Jeffers gonna go baseline, now steps back out, shot on the way. Back iron, rebound by Brishkova. Brishkova down the Roy on the baseline, back to Hockett. Hockett gonna go baseline, kick it out to Boyce. Dribble drive, throws up the shot, doesn't go, but she's fouled. And Samantha Boyce will be at the line with 2 shots.
Titans foul, Tia McLean. First.
Fouls on Tia McLean.
13 foul. Free throws for the Red Devils, Sam Boyce.
So here's Samantha Boyce. 5'6" freshman out of Waikaikum. Free throw up and good.
Back into the goal, number 25, Peyton Kelly.
12 points on the night for Boyce. Samantha averaging 7 per game on the year, shooting 65% from the line. Second free throw also good. 58-28, all Red Devils. Here's Malik, takes it to the rack, doesn't go, but was fouled by Bailey Hockett of the Red Devils.
Red Devils foul, Sam Boyce. First.
So here's Malik at the line, 5 points on the night, freshman out of Woodland. Free throw number 1, back iron, does not go. Malik shooting 50% from the line on the season, averaging 4 points per game.
The last foul was on the Red Devils, Bailey Hockett, her first.
Second free throw, back iron again, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vega of the Titans. Ball stolen by Brishkova. Nice pass to Hockett. Hockett one-on-one, takes it to the rack, lays it up and in. Hockett, 10 points on the night. Here's Jeffers. Ball stolen again by Brishkova, 3-on-1. Gives it to Cannon. Cannon gonna lay it up and in. Carissa Cannon. 11 points on the night for Cannon. 62-28 Red Devils. Here's Kelly. Give it up to Westendorf. Ball slapped away by Roy, stolen by Boyce. Here's Boyce. Boyce waits up, going to set up the offense. Gives it to Brishkova. What an impressive showing tonight by the LCC Red Devils. Give it to Boyce. Boyce stop, pass inside, Hockett. Hook shot on the way, short, no good. Rebound by Westendorf. Westendorf across the timeline, being chased by Roy. Kick it out, Vega, three-point shot. That's too far, air ball. Rebound by Roy, give it to Boyce. Boyce across the timeline. Give it to Roy. To Brishkova, gonna go baseline. Brishkova called for it, traveling. Turnover to the Titans. NCAA Saliva in for Boyce. 3:30 left here in the third period. Red Devils 62-28. Red Devils return home against Green River next Saturday. Tacoma will be at home with Centralia. Here's Malik, nice move off the backboard and in. Cedra Malik. Shot from the corner, Saliva, no good. Rebound by Malik on the backside. Malik, right side of the lane. Pass inside McLean, turn around, jumper, missed everything. Rebound by Hockett. Hockett holds it up. Up the floor to Saliva. The cannon near side. Back to Saliva. Three-point shot on the way, got it. 9 points on the night for Saliva. All 9 points from the three-point stripe. 65-30. Devils by 35. High post pass. Westendorf. Three-point shot on the way. Whistle foul called. Fouls on Roy. First personal. Fourth team foul on the Red Devils. Lexi Turner in the lineup for the Red Devils. Freshman out of Lost River High School in Merle, Oregon. Westendorf to inbound. Out front to Mullock. Mullock, give it up to Gilbert. Gilbert, top the circle. Dribbles down on Turner. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Saliva. Good D right there by Turner. Give it up to Roy. Roy bounce pass. Cannon lays it. Transition basketball right there by the Red Devils. Great pass from Saliva to Cannon. 13 points on the night for Cannon. There's Jeffers, right side of the arc. Devils go zone right here. Westendorf looks inside, back to Jeffers. Swing around near side, Malik to Gilbert. Gilbert pops a jumper, back iron, rebound inside by Cannon. Cannon out to Saliva. Turner. Dribble drive, nice pass to Hockett. Kick it out, Saliva. Look out, three on the way. Why not? 12 points for Saliva. 4 three-point shots. Here's Westendorf, three-point shot. That one finally goes down for Westendorf. 6 points on the night for Westendorf, who averages 14 a game. Saliva, pass inside. Hockett low post, hook shot on the way. Does it go? Rebound by Mullock. Mullock to Gilbert. Dribble drive in the paint, kick it out Westendorf, three-point shot on the way. Back iron, rebound by McLean. Gives up to Jeffers. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Red Devils on top, 70-33. Tacoma gonna run clock here, take the last shot. .12 seconds, pass inside to McLean, stolen by Hockett, 9 seconds left. Hockett lost the ball. Still loose on the floor. Picked up by Westendorf. She just throws it over the backboard and goes out of bounds with 1.2 seconds left. Well, melee right there.
And for the Red Devils, number 11,
Mariah Villanueva in for the Red Devils. Going to try to get the ball here to Saleva for a half-court shot. There's Turner, shot short. And that is the end of 3/4 of play. Your score after 3, Lower Columbia College, Red Devils 70, and the Tacoma Titans 33. My goodness. What a performance here by the LCC Red Devils. Again, you're watching the NWAC Game of the Week, sponsored by the Washington National Guard, by Red Lion Hotels, by Alaska Airlines, and by Baden Sports. See some of the younger fans right there enjoying tonight's action here at Michael Buss Gymnasium. And again, the Lower Columbia College Red Devils will host Green River here at 5 o'clock next Saturday evening, followed by the men's game. And the Tacoma Titans, they will be at home hosting the Centralia Trailblazers. Again, congratulations to the NWAC Player of the Week, Savannah Hewley, sophomore for Blue Mountain Community College. Samantha, 5th in the NWAC in scoring, 22 points per game. 6th in rebounding at 8 per game. And 2nd in assists, 5 assists per game. So congratulations, Savannah. Here we go to begin the 4th and final quarter of play. Red Devils will inbound leading 70-33. They led 22-4 after 1, 47-18 at the break. Here's Lexi Turner, give it up to Roy. Villanueva, out front Saleva. 3 on the way, in and out. Rebound by Malik. Cross-country pass to Gilbert, kick it out to Malik. 3 ball on the way, back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Saleva. Hold it up, get it out to Turner. Turner behind the back dribble, in the paint. Had the ball knocked away, stolen by Westendorf. Westendorf to Jeffers, down to Gilbert. Swing around Westendorf. Pulls up for the 3, got it. 8 points on the night for Bobby Westendorf. Here's Turner, pass near side, Roy. Roy out to Villanueva, 3-point shot on the way, buries it. Mariah Villanueva, freshman out of Burley, Idaho, nails the 3. It's Westendorf, near side, Gilbert. Devils 2-3 zone right here. Jeffers throws up a shot too hard. Villanueva with the board. Mariah gets it out to Turner. Down to Saleva, 3-point shot on the way. Iron, that's all. Rebound, going to be off of Hockett out to the Titans. Substitution for Tacoma. Lee Bufey, 5'7" freshman out of Franklin Pierce, making her first appearance. Here's Malik, right side to Jeffers. Red Devils stay in their zone right here. Westendorf out front to Malik. Swing around to Bufey. 3-point shot by Malik, back iron, rebound by McLean over the top of Hockett. Takes it inside, and foul's going to be on Hockett. Tia McLean will be at the line with 2 shots.
Devils foul, Bailey Hockett, second, first team foul. McLean to the line, 2 shots.
Tia McLean, 6'1" freshman out of Clover Park. Free throw, high arching shot again. Right side iron, no good. Peyton Kelly, the 5'7" freshman out of WF West. Chehalis in the lineup for the Titans. Second free throw, air ball, about to the Red Devils on the baseline. Here's Turner, across the half-court stripe. Over to Roy. Villanueva. Out front, Saleva. Low post pass, turnaround jumper by Roy, doesn't go. Rebound out to Malik. Malik across the half-court stripe. Pass knocked away, stolen by Roy. Roy to Hockett. Hockett going to take it to the rack and lost out of bounds off of the Titans. About to the Red Devils on the baseline. Nate Chartraw in the lineup for the Red Devils. Lexi Turner will inbound for the Red Devils on the baseline. Gets it to Chartraw. Chartraw makes a spin move, takes it inside, lays it up, no good. Rebound by McLean. Here's Kelly with the ball, right side of the arc. Back out front to Mullock. To Kelly. Pass inside McLean. Turnaround jumper blocked by Chartraw. Loose ball picked up by Saleva. Give it to Turner. Turner dribbles in. Lost the ball, stolen by Mullock. Westendorf takes it to the rack, lays it up, got it.
Bobby Westendorf.
There's Roy. Kick it out to Turner. Turner will pull it out. Jumper on the way, no good. Rebound by McLean. Kick it out to Kelly. There's Westendorf, back to Kelly. Three ball on the way for Kelly. Air ball, rebound by Saleva. Saleva gets it to Turner, top the circle. Three-point shot by Turner, down it goes! Lexi Turner buries the long distance three. There's Foofy. Foofy from the iron, no good. Rebound by Westendorf. Westendorf off the glass and in. Quickly down the floor to Roy. Roy gonna lay it up. Got it. Nice pass right there from Turner. Got Tacoma sleeping on the way back. Roy with the layup. McLean high post to Westendorf. Shot on the way, buries it. Bobby Westendorf beaten up. 78-43, 5:40 left, all Red Devils. Saleva with a three ball for the iron, no good. Rebound by Mullock. Mullock across the half-court stripe. Top the circle to Foofy. Over to Westendorf. Westendorf throws up a wild hook shot, doesn't go. Blocking foul is going to be called on Chartraw. Be the fourth personal on Faye Chartraw.
Fourth foul.
Here's Bobby Westendorf at the line, shooting 66% from the line on the season. Free throw up and good. Olivia Dorr replacing Saleva. And Jenny Westland into the lineup as well, replacing Roy. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll get one of the Red Devils on with us. Free throw by Westendorf is good. 78-45 Red Devils, 5:15 left here in the game. Here's Dorr with the ball. Dorr, pass inside, Chartraw. Pass over to Turner. Turner, stop, jump, hits a jumper, got it to roll, in and good. Lexi Turner, 5 points on the night. Chad Menner's going to call a quick timeout right here.
Fans, we've got a big day of basketball coming up here on Monday. Martin Luther King Day.
Look at the replay right there. Lexi Turner, the freshman out of Lost River High School in Merle, Oregon. It's the jumper. Again, this is your NWAC Game of the Week, sponsored by Washington National Guard, by Redline Hotels, by Alaska Airlines, and by Bowden Sports.
Sunday, January 18th, MLK festivities. Come on, Aaron and Michael Bus Gym for some great high school basketball.
So the Tacoma ball coming out of the Red Devil timeout. 5:04 remaining here. Red Devils leading 80-45. Here's Jeffers with the ball. Devils jump in 2-3 zone. Near side Westendorf. Back out front to Jeffers. Foofy with the shot from the corner. Got it. Lee Foofy with the jumper. Pass down for Chartry. Knocked out of bounds off of McLean. Here's Villanueva on the baseline. Looking, gets it to Chartry. Low block. Give it to Turner. Turner gonna lay it up. Back iron doesn't go. Rebound by McLean. Give it out to Foofy. Near side to Westendorf. Down the Bega. Westendorf puts it on the floor to Foofy. Back out front Jeffers. High post pass. McLean dumps it down inside Westendorf. Up and in. Nice that play right there by the Titans. And Christy Martin wants a timeout for Tacoma. Be a full timeout right here. 4:13 remaining. Red Devils by 30, 80-50. Once again, this is your NWAC Game of the Week, sponsored by Washington National Guard, Red Lion Hotels, Alaska Airlines, and by Baden Sports. The Red Devils ball out of the Tacoma timeout. Westland gets it in to Turner, back to Westland. Threw it away, Foofy with the steal. Foofy lays up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Vega, and fouled by Westland.
Red Devil foul, Jenny Westland. That's her first foul.
First personal on Westland. 13 foul on the Red Devils. Tacoma will inbound on the baseline. Brishkova, Cannon, Boyce, Hankins, Hockett all coming back in for the Red Devils. Here's Westendorf. Get the ball to McLean. McLean, hook shot, got it. Tia McLean. 80-52 Red Devils. Here's Boyce. Kick it out to Hockett. Hockett takes it inside, and she's going to be fouled by Vega. So Bailey Hockett will be at the line.
Bailey Hockett to the free throw line for LCC.
Hockett, 5'9" freshman out of Tootle Lake. Had a high game this year of 18 points. Shooting 61% from the line. She averages 5. First free throw is good by Hockett. Second free throw off the iron, no good. Rebound by Hankins. Back out front to Hockett. Hockett, 11 points on the night. Here's Brishkova. And off of the Red Devils out of bounds, be out to the Titans. Westland and Dorr in the lineup for the Red Devils, placing Boyce and Hockett.
And for Tacoma, number 32, Cedra Malik.
Here's Malik. Give the ball up to Jeffers. Devils 2-3 zone. There's Vega, top the circle. Pass right side, Jeffers. 3-point shot on the way. Iron, that's all. Rebound inside by Brishkova. Cross-country pass for Dorr, knocked out of bounds off of Malik. 3:16 remaining. Red Devils on top, 81-52. It is 47-18 at the half, 70-33 after 3. Brishkova will inbound, get to Hankins, turn around and hand it off to Brishkova. Pass to Hankins, right side of the arc. Crossover move off the glass, got it to roll in. Nice move right there by Katie Hankins. 10 points on the night for Hankins. There's McLean, a hook shot, no good, gets her own back, board, up, count it, and one. Foul's gonna be called on Brishkova. And McLean will be at the line with one shot. Villanueva checks in for Carissa Cannon.
Foul on Katie Hankins, her third.
Third personal foul on Katie Hankins. Here's Tia McLean at the line. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Westland to Brishkova. Stolen by McLean. 3-on-1 for the Titans. Malik fakes the pass, throws it up. She's fouled by Brishkova. And Cedra Malik will be at the line with 2 shots. They're going to come in for Tacoma, and Turner will be coming in for the Red Devils.
Cedra Malik to the free throw line, 2 shots.
Free throw by Malik is good. Turner replaces Brishkova.
Number 30, Lexi Turner for the Devils.
Malik, second free throw on the way, in and out, rebound by Westendorf, puts it up, got it. 83-57. Here's Westland, down to Villanueva. 3-point shot on the way, back iron, rebound by Vega. Vega, dribble drive in the paint. Offensive foul called on Vega. Great job right there by Dorr. Olivia Dorr. About as good a defensive play you're going to see right there. Here's Villanueva. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Westland will inbound for the Devils. Westland looking, get to Hankins. Hankins hands it over to Turner. Turner guarded by Malik. Gets a screen from Hankins. Goes to her right, gonna lay it up off the glass. Does it go? Rebound by Fufi. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 83-57 Red Devils. Here's Westendorf down the Fufi. Shot, air ball, rebound on the backside by Westendorf. Kick it out to Malik. To Fufi. Jumper on the way. Iron, that's all. Rebound by Turner. And whistle foul's going to be called on Vega.
Nice foul, Jordan Vega. Third foul. 13th foul.
Villanueva to inbound. There's Westland, 3-on-1. Westland going to lay it up. Got it! Jenny Westland, the freshman out of Rainier, Oregon, lays it up and in. 85-57, 1:30 left. Westendorf with the 3. Iron, that's all. Rebound by Hankins. Bounce pass out to Turner. Turner. Inside Hankins. Take it out, Villanueva. 3 on the way. Villanueva drills the 3. 88-57. Red Devils. Here's Westendorf. Hook shot off the glass, up and in. 54 seconds remaining. 88-59 Red Devils. Here's Turner. Up the door. Door goes baseline. Kicks it to Hankins. Hankins, jump shot. Iron, no good. Rebound inside. Door hadn't lost it. Whistle foul's going to be called on Westendorf.
Titan foul body Westendorf, fourth foul. Also the fourth team foul.
Fourth foul on Westendorf. Devils will inbound. Villanueva to throw it in. Mariah. Ball kicked by Vega. They'll do it again. 42 seconds remaining. 88-59 Red Devils. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Pass inside. Turner lays it up and in. Nice pass from Villanueva to Lexi Turner. Here's Vega. Out front, Vega, three-point shot on the way. Nails the three. 90-62, 28 seconds remaining. Get the ball up to Door. Or to Turner. Turner across the half-court stripe. Near side, Villanueva to Door. Door looks inside to Westland. Over to Turner. Turner drills in, jump shot on the way. Got it, Lexi Turner. Hot hand tonight with 11 seconds left. 92-62. Here's Vega, baseline. Ball stolen by Turner. 5 seconds remaining. She's tripped from behind by Westendorf. That's going to be the fifth on Westendorf. Nope. Foul's actually on Vega. That'll be the fourth on Vega. So here is Lexi Turner at the line. Lexi, 5'6" freshman, has 10 points on the night. Averages 5, shoots 50% from the line. Free throw number 1, up and good. (93-52) Red Devils. Second shot on the way. This one in and out. Rebound by McLean. And that is going to do it. Lower Columbia College Red Devils red hot tonight as they knock off the Titans of Tacoma 93-62. We're going to have Samantha Boyce on our postgame show, and we'll have all of your game final results and stats.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
And we welcome you back to Michael Buss Gymnasium here on the campus of Lower Columbia College, where it was the opening home conference opener for the Red Devils. And the Red Devils open at home in a big way, knocking off Tacoma 93-62. And joining us on our postgame show, Samantha Boyce, 5'6" freshman out of nearby Waikaikum High School in Cathlamet. And Samantha, me and you were talking during shoot-around, and I mentioned to you the fact that you're a pretty good three-point shooter.
Yeah.
You must have listened to me.
Yeah, I guess it boosts my confidence a little bit.
Well, you had a hot hand tonight, Samantha, finishing the night with 13 points. You were 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3-point stripe. You were 1 of 1. Your thoughts on the win tonight against Tacoma?
Well, Chad just really wanted us to go out with a lot of energy, and I think we listened to him, actually, for once. And I think that we came out and we knew that we weren't going to back down. We knew we just had a solid mindset of we're going to kick butt. And
right.
At halftime, he said that he didn't want us to have a flat third quarter. So we listened to him again, and postseason, we always had a flat third quarter, and I think that we finally picked it back up, and since we had a lot of energy, I think that helped us carry on.
Was this the best first half of basketball you guys have had this year? Because up in the Everett tournament, you had a big first half against Big Bend, played really well against Spokane.
I would say that it's up there with those or even better. I mean, we just keep getting really, really good first halves, and I think it's because we're a lot more focused, and in practices we're working a lot harder and pushing ourselves.
Well, in that first half, Samantha, only 2 turnovers in the half. I don't remember ever seeing any basketball game at any level where a basketball team only had 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
That's discipline right there. What going into the game, you're talking about the energy and everything. I haven't seen Chad Menners dance around like that in the 6 years I've been here. So you guys had coach charged up here too.
Yeah, we're really happy about that. I mean, I think that since we started off with getting the tip, I mean, we saw that she was tall, so we were figuring, hey, we're probably not going to get the tip, so we're going to try to steal it off the tip. But we got the tip, and I think that's what rallied us. And when we scored off of the tip, I think that's when we just started going off. I think we just really realized that we're better, that we're the better team, and so we just kept hammering on them.
What's it been like for you playing NWAC basketball out of Waikiakum High School?
It's fun. I love it. And my team is awesome. I couldn't imagine anybody else.
Yeah, and also you double up playing on the Red Devil women's fast pitch team at catcher.
Yep.
So between schools and both those sports, you don't have much time for anything else, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, you going to be able to make the Husky game next Sunday with us?
Probably.
Because I don't think anybody knows yet, but I got tickets to take the entire team to the Husky men's game against the University of Utah.
No way.
Yeah, at 5:30 next Sunday, Heck Ed Pavilion.
Thank you.
So really looking forward to that, Samantha. Congratulations on the performance tonight.
Thank you.
You guys were just flat out outstanding.
I agree.
Green River, the Gators coming up, coached by Bob Kickner, outstanding coach. Your thoughts on Green River coming up?
I think we're just going to try and duplicate this game. I mean, if we play like this every game, I think we're up there.
Absolutely. Great job, kiddo.
Thank you.
Samantha Boyce, the former Waikiakum Mule, had a great performance tonight. And let's get to the rest of the stats tonight. From the field tonight, it was the Titans 21 of 62 for 33%. They were 9 of 29 from the three-point stripe for 31%. Free throw line, 11 of 20 for 55%. Red Devils were 37 of 76, 48% from the field. 13 of 29, red hot, 44% from the three-point stripe. 6 of 8 from the line for 75%. Turnovers, 21 for Tacoma, 10 for the Red Devils. Chad Menners will love that stat. Total rebounds, 48 for Tacoma, 39 for the Red Devils. Once again, you don't miss any shots. Not too many rebounds to run down. Individual scoring, rebounding for Tacoma, Bobby Westendorf. 24 points with 10 rebounds. She only had 3 points in that first half. Jordan Vega, 17 points, 6 boards. Lily Fufi, 3 points, 2 boards. Kiki Gilbert, 2 points, 2 boards. Braylee Jeffries did not score, had 3 rebounds. Cedra Mullick, 8 points, 9 boards. Tia McLean, 8 points, 6 rebounds. And for the Red Devils, Nissier Saleva, 12 points, 6 rebounds. Jenny Westland, 2 points in a board. Mariah Villanueva, 6 points in a board. Katie Hankins, 10 points, 4 boards. Katrina Brishkova had 4 points, 6 rebounds. Kiahi Lele Roy, 2 points in a board. Samantha Boyce, again, 13 points and a rebound. Bailey Hockett, great game by Bailey, 11 points, 2 boards. Lexi Turner also off the bench for 10 points, 3 rebounds. Carissa Cannon, outstanding game by the freshman out of Kodiak, 13 points, 3 boards. Faye Chartra, freshman out of Nia Bay, 10 points and 4 boards. Everybody, a big game tonight for the Lower Columbia College Red Devils. Once again, final score tonight, Lower Columbia College Red Devils 93, Tacoma Titans 62. Red Devils now 10-8 overall, 2-0 in Western Conference play. Tacoma Titans 2-10 overall, 0-2 in Western Conference play. Coming up next, it's the men, Lower Columbia College and the Tacoma Titans. And until tip-off, we're going to have Kurt Rowland coming up with a pregame show. That's a wrap from LCC. Stay tuned. Boys action up next.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.